Hi and welcome to this really quick loose painting that I'm doing. I needed a bigger brush here for this to just slap on some water. I'm using a piece of paper which is 350 GSM cold press paper, so it's got slight grain on it. The colours I'm going to be using are quinacridone gold, viridian and Prussian blue. This is the viridian I'm just dropping in, it's by Mission. And I'm just dropping it onto wet paper, so I'm painting wet into wet. Here I'm just adding in some of that lovely quinacridone gold. I love that colour. Dropping in some more water and letting it all bleed and mix together. Another colour I'll be using is Prussian blue, which you'll see me get in a minute. Here I'm just squirting some water onto the paper just to make it a bit wetter. And then I'm lifting up the paper and just letting the colour all mix in together. This is the blue, the Prussian blue colour, and I'm just letting it all mix in, and it goes a lovely sort of browny, grey, green colour with the when it mixes with the colours, and it's really pretty. And I just dropped in lots of water and lifted the paper and let it all run in together.
Lots and lots of time, but maybe it's fine that you are so hard to find.
It creates some beautiful colours. Here I'm dropping in some granulation medium by Winsor & Newton, and I want it to all flow in together and get those lovely granulation colours happening and things, and just make it all nice. So I tip the paper up to let it flow into each other. It's really wet, the paper, so if I picked it up it would drip everywhere. Now I'm coming in with the Dr. P.H. Martin's Hydrus Fine Art watercolour, and it comes with a dropper. I'm just using the dropper to draw the shape of the dill, the skeleton shape of the dill, and I'm just letting it do what it wants and just drawing little accents. I'm not being really precise and worrying about what it looks like. It's just basically a line with lots of lines coming out the top, and just let the paint do what it wants to do and try and get a pleasing composition with this, and it will all blend in and blur and create lovely little tendrils and things, and mix with the granulation fluid, and it would just look really pretty.
But maybe it's fine that you are so hard to find.
I'm sprinkling on some big chunks of salt, and I also add some smaller chunks of salt, or just the normal table salt, onto the paper. When the sheen's just going off, make sure you catch it that time. The paper shouldn't be too wet, just as the paint's sort of settling, and you need to leave it to dry completely. Don't use a hairdryer or anything, and just put it to one side and let the paint just do its thing.
She stands on the sideline, dances slow and looks at me. She must be the sunlight, shines a little more tonight. I know I tried.
Here I'm just adding a bit more table salt to areas, just to because the sheen was a bit too sheeny, so now it's dulled off a little bit more. I'm putting a bit more salt on because I really want the salt effect to work, and I'm just getting rid of the hard edge around the edge of the painting just by blending it in with a bit of water on a damp brush. So I let this painting completely dry and brush the salt off, and it's just lovely. I didn't think it really needed much, so all I'm going to add is I'm just using some of that Tambi graphite colours, which are really nice by the Kuati. I can't say it. And I'm using the graphite brown colour, and I'm just adding some details to the ends of the dill. You can see, well, from my photo from my garden that I'm working from, you can see like they still got like these little tendril bits. So I just thought I'd add a little bit of detail to it just to finish off the painting. I was going to add some like white highlight on it, but after I did this I decided it didn't need it, and I was really happy with the results, and it's just really effective, simple painting. Go and have a go. Thank you for joining me, and if you liked this, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please also subscribe, and please join me for more. And if you'd like to learn more watercolour techniques and just having fun with watercolour and all the behind the scenes things and more tips and tricks that I share them on my Patreon, and the link is below. Thank you, see you soon.
Stands on the sideline, dances slow and looks at me. She must be the sunlight, shines a little more tonight. I know I try to make